The last of the embodied metaphors we're going to be exploring in this short series of videos from us at the Soma Space is the idea of owning your upright self, and we're going to do that through another of the fundamental movements the human body makes, which is the hinging movement. So whenever I come down to pick something up off the floor, I'm bending at the waist and coming back to my full height standing. This is a bit different from a squat. This is a squatting movement. A hinge is bending here at my hips, coming down, and then coming back up to full standing. Now, the reason that we think this is a really important one is because people who might be suffering from poor mental health or perhaps a mood disorder may find themselves often, let's say, slouching a little bit. That's a rather judgmental word, but kind of minimizing themselves or turning inwards somewhat. Whereas to come to full standing, to be able to stand, as they say in Tai Chi, like a mountain, looking ahead, firmly rooted, thinking about standing fully as a human being, owning your upright self is exactly what this embodied metaphor is all about. And I'm going to demonstrate it. This is the way that we do it at the Soma Space, in two different ways. One with the classic deadlift, and a second one with a kettlebell deadlift. So as you can see here, I've got the classic barbell. This is quite light. The barbell itself is 15 kilograms, and I've got two 5-kilogram plates on either side. And it's worth saying something else about the famous deadlift, which is perhaps let's say, the centerpiece of strength training. You may have seen some, let's say, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Eddie Hall lifting half a ton recently. This is the one move that people perhaps feel a lot about in the sense that this is certainly something we see at the Soma Space. People come in, they've never done any strength training before. They look at this rather frightening looking apparatus and think, oh, I could never do that. But once we've inducted them into it, shown them how to do it safely, using the correct form, they suddenly find that they really like something about this movement, which I'm going to demonstrate now. I begin by standing with my laces underneath the barbell itself. I come down, I'm pushing my hips back, I'm trying to straighten my back here, have a neutral spine position, and also by pulling my shoulders back, grasp onto the barbell, looking directly ahead, and then simply coming to standing in this very upright posture. I'm owning my upright self. This is what I'm reflecting on as I'm doing this barbell deadlift. A few more just to demonstrate. I'm down here, I come to standing, pull my shoulders back a little bit, perhaps push my hips forward ever so slightly. And a couple more. 1 and 2. So as I'm doing this deadlift, this is as I said, this is a hinging movement. It's all about hinging here at the waist, and what's being worked here is what's called the posterior muscle chain. So it's all the muscles down the back of my body, my back and my legs, particularly the hamstrings, and I'm thinking about pressing my feet into the floor as I come to standing. And this is a great way, let's say, to experiment, to reflect on, to explore this experience of coming to standing, owning a feeling of being upright, standing, owning oneself, shoulders back, feeling as if you are a person in the world. So that is a barbell deadlift. I'm now going to demonstrate it with the kettlebell, something a bit simpler. So the same movement, but this time done with a kettlebell. And what I'm going to do is start with my feet again, about hip width apart. Simply come down, grab the kettlebell on the top here, and simply come to standing. You could perhaps try this if you haven't got a kettlebell or any strength training equipment with, let's say, a bag filled with some books, or perhaps a similar slightly heavier object. This kettlebell is 10 kilograms, so it's not an enormous amount, but what I'm thinking about here is, as I do this hinging movement, thinking about coming to full standing, owning my upright self. So once again, using exercise, using physical activity, using bodily movements, the movements that the body naturally makes to not only to, let's say, practice strength training or a bit of boxercise or a bit of Tai Chi, but also to think about something deeper with it and what they can, how they can be used to, as, let's say, pieces of reflection, things that we can think about how we are through doing these exercises. We've looked through owning your upright self with the hinge. We've looked at finding fluidity and flow with the twist. We've thought about getting comfortable with discomfort with the squat. We've thought about what we want to push away with pushing movements and what we want to pull towards ourselves with pulling movements. These are things that we work on every day here at the Soma Space, particularly in programs that we're running, inviting people to come in and explore these movements and to reflect on themselves as bodies who are moving, people who are doing exercise, and at the same time, the byproduct being is that they begin to get a bit stronger and certainly more flexible. So I hope you've enjoyed the videos in this playlist. There's lots more content on this channel. Take a look if you're interested in what we're doing here. And also check the link below where we also have a link to our 12-lesson online introduction to movement for mental health online program. Thanks for watching.